Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and happy summer solstice. I mean, granted, maybe that was yesterday, but we're within the 24-hour time period. I feel like the energy still flows like a couple of days on either end of an event like that. So if you are watching on the 21st like me, don't worry. We can still totally tap into all that same cosmic energy to see what the second half of the year holds for us knitters. And to help us do that, today on the 22nd of June, nope, 21st of June, I'm time traveling apparently, I am going to be using the Stitchers Oracle deck. So interesting that I'm using this deck, right? Because I would love to get your feedback on this topic. So this is a deck that is no longer in production, which as a knitwear designer, I kind of get the same feeling of like, hey, I used to design this yarn or this pattern in a yarn that is no longer in existence and now people can't get it. And I know it's just the worst. So tell me, would you prefer that I do not feature decks in the future that like can't be purchased? Or do you appreciate that I'm still showing off things that maybe can't be obtained anymore and that's still cool? I would love to know your thoughts and feedback because that will help me do these videos better for you guys. So hey there, Jay-Z Sketch. Thank you so much for joining me live. If you also are joining me live, feel free to jump in the chat. I'll do my best to keep an eye on it as we go. And if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. Oh, okay. So I'm already getting amazing feedback. Thank you again for joining me live. That it's okay if the decks aren't readily available. So, okay, good. That makes me feel better. If you have other opinions, though, please let me know because it is helpful. Hey, Debbie, so good to see you. Yay. Oh, so happy to see so many people live here this morning. Very exciting. All right. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have for us from our Stitchers Oracle deck. What is in store for the second half of the year? Not just the weekend, although, that will be maybe the most relevant information, but this is also to kind of give us a hint for the entire, second half of the year. So maybe we'll pull two cards, one for the weekend and then one for the entire rest of the year. It's just it's a small message for, one card to put on there, right? No pressure. So let's give it a shot or a shuffle and see what we got. Woo! Well, that one's anxious. We'll pull that one to the side. Oh, okay. Jay-Z is saying that they just started making a craft podcast. Ooh, on YouTube because of my weekly card videos. Oh my God. Yay. Making you want to learn tarot. Amazing. Yes. Wonderful. Yes, you should definitely include tarot in your videos. Trust me, I have been very surprised at how many people are into it, no matter like you wouldn't have expected. So that's been kind of part of my experience with it anyway. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. All right, I have the cards, one of which flew out immediately. So this is the one I'm going to use for the remainder of the year ahead. And we'll go for this one first, which is just the weekend ahead. All right, so this card, and another thing to note, the Stitchers or Oracle deck, in case you don't remember me saying before, doesn't come with any meanings. So it is fully up to you to divine your own, which I kind of like. This one in particular reminds me of the Three of Swords, if you're into tarot, which I know some of you are. So in this case, the Three of Swords can kind of be a little indicative of some heartache or pain. So maybe some of our projects that we worked on during the week or are going to work on over the weekend, maybe we're indulging in a little alcoholic beverage or we're just a little bit distracted because it's so nice outside. I know I have definitely been feeling that way. So if things happen this weekend, you're distracted and then you look down at your knitting and you're like, oh no, and you have to pull back a little bit. Or maybe there was something that there's a knot in the yarn, something that's kind of giving you a little bit of a roadblock. Just try not to let this sour your mood. Just put it down, go out in the sun, do something totally different, maybe a different craft, maybe just a different project, and see if that refreshes you and makes you feel a little bit less targeted by your knitting. Like, how dare you knitting? You can always put it in timeout. Okay. And for the remainder of the year, we have, oh, interesting. All right, I got to look at this one along with everybody. Okay. Oh, I feel like this is very fitting. This is sort of like a start and an end. So, a very liminal card in this space and time that we're in. So, maybe this is a great time for, again, looking back. What projects do we all have in the works? What projects do we want to finish in the second half of the year? Does that reflect in what you're currently working on? Maybe it's time to pull some old stuff out. I know I always feel bad when I'm working on something new and I'm looking behind me at the 40 projects that are in progress. I'd like to say that maybe that's an exaggeration, but I don't think it is. I think that might be an under exaggeration. So if you are a chronic caster runner like me, you get it. So this is really what I'm feeling is replan. Take a moment in this weekend to replan what you really want to accomplish in the rest of the year. Maybe that is casting on new projects. Maybe it's taking out old projects. Maybe it's just learning new skills, or maybe it's learning from someone new. I always find that when my knitting gets a little boring, just surrounding myself with someone else that I'm not used to knitting with is always really inspiring. If anyone who is currently here live has any reflections on this card, let me know. I would really love to know. Do you feel like this is sort of an indication that you could maybe get a lot more done if you just take a little bit of a second to see where you're putting your time? And maybe knitting for you isn't about getting things finished. It's just about enjoying the process. Sometimes taking a second to reflect on that is also a good way to be like, oh, I've been knitting and feeling rather stressed about it, but I don't have to. I don't even have to knit at all. We're very lucky. So just remember that you are in total control. You can choose to start or stop whenever you want. You have the magic hands. All right. So that is my little forecast for the week ahead. But before I let everyone go, or the week ahead and kind of the year ahead, before I let everyone go, I just want to do a quick reminder that the Summer Bundle Bash, where you can obtain my Wish Cowl pattern right here for free, along with many other amazing magical making tools, again, for free. Today is the last day to sign up for the Summer Bundle Bash. So if you want to do that, no pressure, of course. I'll link it in the description. It should be there now. I was a little slow last time, so sorry about that. But it is amazing. Oh, good. Jay-Z has already looked at the Bundle Bash. If you're into tarot, if you're into astrology, so many amazing people with many different modalities. And if you're interested, you can also upgrade right after signing up for the free bit. This is not required. Do not have to do this. But for $67, which is available for 20 minutes, I believe, after signing up for the free bundle, you can also access an additional 20 resources of magical making tools, like my Knit with Color Magic workshop. These are like big workshops, like remaster your whole blueprint workshop, master classes, like spells not just in a cup, but like beyond. So yes, I really appreciate everyone who has signed up so far. And I'm so glad that you're enjoying it if you have already. And I would love to hear from you. If you found any goodies that you're like, oh, without this bundle, I never would have known about this thing or this person. That was really the reason I wanted to go into it, because these are so many of my friends. So I get to brag about them in a low key way, while also sharing a little love by giving my pattern away for free for a limited time. And, you can cast on your own wish to celebrate the solstice along with us. So thank you so much for joining me live. I really love doing these. And actually, I have one more thought for you before I let you go. Since this deck is no longer in production, but it's like one of the only Oracle decks that I really know of that is knitting related. If you know of other decks that are in production that are knitting related or fiber related, other than the Yarn Tarot, I do have that one already. Let me know. And if you don't know of any, maybe this is our sign that we should start a series together to create our own. I don't know, because I don't have enough to do. So why not add some more to the pile? I'd love to know your feedback. So let me know. And again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me live. It makes these so much more exciting and fun and happy. Yes, happy Pride Month, everyone. We'll end it strong. And remember, you're in control. Don't let heartache take control. You got this. All right. Until next time, everyone, thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.